Hi, I'm Pete, and this is the follow-up to my VeryPuzzle Megaminx Ball unboxing video. And here, as you can see, this is a sticker reveal, and I am very happy with the way these puzzles turned out. This is the Megaminx Ball. It's the 20 color variant, so you see the stickering. It's quite colorful. When I was doing the unboxing, I was a little confused about how the pentagons were stickered, because I was actually looking for a 5-sided, a big pentagon sticker. But as you can see, they have it broken up into 5 little segments, and each segment is a different color. I really like this stickering scheme, and it is fairly unique in terms of what I have, and I'll show you some of my other Megaminx puzzles sticker variations later on. So that's the Megaminx. It's it turns very well, yeah, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Now the variant, the other variant is the C1, which is a Megaminx Ball -C1, and the big thing is that it has a 6-sided face on one end, and it has another 6-sided face on the other end. Now for stickering, I was given 3 different sticker colors for the 6-sided face. The other alternative was mid-green. I kind of like this, so I went with it. No particular reason. So the 6-sided faces then are adjacent to the hexagonal face, and it's kind of even difficult to see them, but there's the hexagon face. So you can exchange this edge, one of the 6-sided edges, with another hexagon, with another pentagon, and you just have to sort of get it lined up. It is a little tricky to see here. So now I have this edge lined up with this pentagon, and then I have to also line up the hexagon edge as well, and now they can be exchanged. And basically that's how it's done. So it is going to be a very interesting solve. I think it'll be a nice challenge. I'm not sure it's going to be super difficult, but it is going to be just a really nice challenge. Other than that, I think that the overall stickering is similar, except that as you have on the Megaminx Ball variant, you have the kind of the spear-shaped piece, but on the C1 variant you have an extra row of edge stickers. Okay, and that's the case for all of them. So they just basically give you an extra row of edge stickers. Now, in terms of the color scheme that I used, especially the Megaminx Ball, there is nothing on the VeryPuzzle website, and nothing I could find on the web that actually shows a sample color scheme. They only show one side of the ball, so I used that to get me started, and then I just kind of had to wing it here. So I'm just going to do a kind of a slow roll here and kind of show you what what I came up with in terms of the stickering. So yeah, I really kind of had to just kind of make my own way here, I was sort of blazing a path. And things are even more kind of interesting for the C1 variant on the sticker scheme, in that the video that the VeryPuzzle has, it shows the puzzle being manipulated. They actually have different colors than what were available in my sticker set. So I was just completely on my own for the color scheme. So this is what I went with the pink on top, and then just the different shades. I'll just kind of show what I got here. I'll put a few bright colors and some colors that match the brown along this side. So yeah, it was all just kind of winging it as I was trying to put the stickers on this puzzle. Now they had 12 stickers for this variant. I think they gave it a couple extra ones, and then they had 20 more than 20, about 22 stickers for the Megaminx ball. And in the process of removing the scrap, this is the scrap from all of those stickers. In the process of moving the scrap, I actually had a couple of sheets that weren't cut well enough. So I actually lost two sheets of stickers here, and I'll just show you the issue. So you do get a few extra stickers on each sheet, but here's the so this nice red is sort of a burgundy color, but it's a thicker material and it just wasn't cut deep enough. I tried cutting it up, but in the end the damage to the stickers really I decided I couldn't take them from the sheet without damaging the stickers. And there was another one, and you can see I worked really hard because I like this purple, but I was going to damage the stickers taking them off, and they weren't going to look good. So I lost those two colors, which meant that I was pretty well limited to what I was able to salvage out of these. So taking the scrap off took quite a bit of time, and some of them were not cut all the way through. This is not a new thing for do-it-yourself puzzles. It's not a new thing for VeryPuzzle. So it's really about the only challenging part of this whole thing was taking off the scrap and making sure that I had all the colors I wanted. If I was to do it again, in this case for the Megaminx, I started stickering and I was taking the scrap off as I stickered, and after about 5 faces I realized I had to take off all the scrap before I finished, or else I might end up expecting to have a color and then not have it if I couldn't get the scrap separated. Things were a little smoother on the C1 variant, and I didn't have any serious problems, and I actually have some colors left over. So this is what's left over. Some of the stickers were a little bit damaged just because they weren't cut all the way through, but for the most part it was fine. So this is the sticker set for the other face. So I could have gone with this sort of mid green, and this is the hexagon face sticker. And yeah, I was very surprised during the unboxing that there were no hexagon faces in the sticker set, and of course now I completely understand why. So other than taking a scrap off, everything went well. The stickers fit on there really nice. They are sunken a little bit. There's a lip around these stickers, so it's kind of nice, and it's going to be I think it helps them to stick well and be aligned really nicely. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, because this is a unique variant, I'll just put that one aside. I'm just going to show you my Megaminx ball compared to some of my other Megaminx puzzles. The most obvious comparison is the Calvin's Traiphum Megaminx ball. And the big difference here, of course, this is the center for one of the on the VeryPuzzle Megaminx ball, and the centers on the Traiphum ball are very, very tiny, which gives you these gigantic corners. Whereas on the Megaminx ball, you have the tiny one-color corners, these little triangles, just tiny little corners. So you know, I'm not knocking this. This is a fun puzzle and a nice challenge, but it's just different. It's a different kind of solve. So you'll see that on Traiphum's ball puzzle, some of the edges have two colors, so they have orientation, but then some of them only have one color, which actually does create some interesting parodies. And the corners have a traditional 3 colors. On the Megaminx ball, it's really even hard to see our edges. Our edges are like this, so they do have 2 colors, so they do have an orientation, but the corners don't. They just their orientations, they're one color, which I think is going to be a slightly easier solve. I don't see any parodies rising out of the one color corners here, because the corners orientation are always done as a separate step, in the Megaminx solve anyway, so I don't actually see it causing any problems. So that was the comparison with the Traiphum ball, and this is smaller and quite a bit heavier, like substantially heavier than this one. So it's just, again, it's just a different challenge. So the other comparison I can make is this really cool. This is a 30 color Megaminx custom stickers from Oliver's Stickers. So this actually has some similarities to the VeryPuzzle stickering in that you have 5 different colors in the center. But then the difference is these sections, instead of being across an edge, which is what it is on the 30 color Megaminx, here the sections are across a corner. So it's as if you took this color scheme and kind of rotated it to cover the corners instead. So here we actually have these 3 color corners, but on the Megaminx ball, VeryPuzzle Megaminx Ball stickering, you have a 1 color corner. Okay, so again, this is this one has single color edges, which I think did cause some parity issues. I'm not positives, because you can have an edge upside down, which does cause parity, and not know it, whereas on here you can see it. So I really think this is going to be an easier solve than this. It'll be an easier solve from Traiphum ball Megaminx, and I think it will also be even just an easier solve from a regular Megaminx, because on the regular Megaminx, the only main difference between a Megaminx and this is that your centers have orientation. So that is something you have to worry about. These centers don't have orientation, but the 2 color edges are the same, and then the 3 color corners disappear and you just have a 1 color corner. So I don't see it being any harder than a regular Megaminx, and in some ways it'll probably be just a little bit easier than a regular Megaminx. Okay, and as far as the C1 variant, I'm not really sure. I think it'll be a little bit easier because there's a whole bunch of pieces here that can only exchange top and bottom. They really can't be anywhere else. So I don't see this being much harder, but who knows? Maybe I'll be surprised. In order to turn some of these faces, you do have to line things up. And so, for example, if I want to turn this face, I have to align it. If I want to turn this face, I have to move the top a little bit. So there is a challenge there. I just don't know quite what it's going to look like. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for the reveal part of this. So the next step, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clear out these puzzles at the back, and then I'm going to do scrambles on both of these puzzles. Alright, back, and time to do some scrambling. And now this is going to be this is going to be crazy. It's really hard to see the centers on these puzzles. That's the one thing that really strikes me. That it's kind of really hard to see what's what. And I'm sure that I will develop a good eye for it as I solve it. But right now it just looks really, really chaotic. Oh, let's see now. We're just gonna try and get a fairly good scramble here. So, always welcome to fast forward to the end if you want to just see what it looks like scrambled. Let's see. Wow, I'm already losing my place here. I don't know what's up and what's down. Boy, oh boy. This looks crazy. It just looks absolutely messed up here, which is exactly what we're trying to do. I don't even know if I have a method here. It's probably not as scrambled as I think it is, just because it looks so. Okay, we'll do some those turns. I just want to get some good turns. Now, I was kind of going through this a little earlier, and I think that on one of the centers I have a couple of green, of kind of the same lime green. Like, they look different when I was setting it up. Yeah, this is the center here. You'll see I have two two lime greens, and on video it may be really hard to tell. One of them is just a little lighter than the other, and see, that's the sort of reason why I would like to have a couple extra colors when I'm stickering, right? If I have something like that where, say, a sticker gets darker when I put it on and I don't like it, I'd like to have a couple of extra options on the sticker set. So it is something. The other thing about not having like any stickers left over, because the ones that I tried to salvage just didn't, they were all cut up, is now I don't even have anything I could send off to someone to get custom stickers made. But this is definitely one of those puzzles that's begging for custom stickers. So I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do it, but it's something I'm sort of thinking about it. You know, these puzzles are relatively inexpensive to get, you know, in terms of a puzzle, so it might not be a bad idea to get a couple more of these, or one more of these, and send off a sheet of stickers to get custom stickers made. Anyway, just one of those ideas. It would be kind of cool. You feel free to borrow that idea if you want. I'm not sure I'm going to do it myself. I have a lot of other projects on the go. All right. So how are we doing here? You know what? I don't know. You tell me. Did I? I'm not sure if I got it scrambled up well or not, but I think that's pretty good. That looks just crazy. Nice. All right. So that was my Megaminx Ball, and now onwards and upwards to the C1 variant. I'm just going to point one thing out. When I first stickered these, I had a little problem with a bit of wrinkling in between the arm, and I might even see a little bit of that left over on both sides. There was just one side where it was just a little wrinkled. So what I did was I lifted up the both these little arms that were on either side of the wrinkle, smooth down the wrinkle, and then smooth the arms down, and I think that solved the problem. So anyway, just something to kind of point out. Let's see, so now this completes the circle here, but see this edge, I think I can't, so I think the rule is that I can take a hexagonal edge, but I gotta move it onto a face, yeah, where there is no other hexagonal edge in the mix. So on either side here, I think that would probably be the answer here. Now, can I move these? Oh, I can move these. Okay, and it's not, okay, that's, okay, so I've just moved a chunk of that. Yipes. Yeah, this is a little daunting because I'm in uncharted territory here. So I don't really want to do illegal moves, but I would like to kind of see what I can get away with. I guess one of my questions is, can I break that edge up? Because this is from the other hex face. So I don't know if it's possible to break that up. That's what I'm going to try and do and see if I can be successful at it. Because really, you know, we want a challenging solve here. You know what? Oh, is that going to go for me? Okay, I'm kind of I'm forcing stuff here, so I don't really want to do that. Huh. Okay, but I can, yeah, so I can do that. Now, the question is, can I, so what I'm trying to figure out here is if I can now move a hex edge that has mixed pieces in it, and I can't. I think it's probably, yeah, it's probably designed that way, I would say. Yeah, okay, so I don't actually see a way to break up those faces. Well, maybe there's a way. Okay, so now in order to move this, what's causing the problem? That. Wow, I seem to have, okay. so I'm sort of in a situation where I've locked things up. I'm all right. Well, this is still fun. I gotta say, this is definitely fun. So far I haven't really found a way to yeah, move these pieces, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so now the reason I can't move this is that this one's blocking. So, and I can't move this because that's blocking. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think part of scrambling this thing up is just going to be figuring out what I can get away with and what I can't. Okay, still not going to let me. So now it's not going to let me turn any of these top ones. So that's kind of an interesting, you know, interesting discovery there. But at some point, I wonder if I'm going to be able to. Okay, I'm going to turn that. So what I'm just trying to do now is see if I can. No, that's not going to work. I was just trying to see if I could move, rotate it enough to get one of these corners in the right orientation. But okay, let's see now. Yeah, so for example, this is completely upside down here. Yeah, I don't see any way to. So this edge is always going to be that way unless, yeah. Huh. I'm just looking at different ways that I might be able to get an edge to flip around here. Nope. Not going to do it. All right, well that's pretty. I'm just trying to see how I'm going to actually scramble this. Now, I noticed on the VeryPuzzle website there's a fairly lengthy video on their video channel. There's a fairly lengthy video showing the operation of this puzzle, but I noticed there's no actual scrambling of the pieces, so I wasn't able to kind of figure out how that went. Now, if I do this, okay, so now I can see how these side pieces will get swapped around. You know what? Yeah, that's pretty good anyway. I think that just getting everything mixed up this way is. Yep. Whoa. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. So what happened was I opened up a fairly big gap there. Definitely don't want to do that. But nothing plopped. Basically, the puzzle was just warning me to back off, dude. Pushing this puzzle too hard here. So, message received. All right. Well, I can see it. I am getting things scrambled up a little bit. I'm not quite sure how I'm doing it, but okay. And yeah, I just have to be careful I don't. I just sort of keep track of where all these different pieces are. Now, what can I do here? Is it possible? Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to turn that. Actually, I can. Okay, so theoretically, I can turn this piece. Yeah, I can. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this up. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting solve. Okay, certainly got some scramble going. I think I'm going to have to really study this a little bit more to see how I can break up these pieces. Say for example this, if I wanted to separate that, well actually it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so now I've got that, and in order to make that that part scrambled, basically what I need to do is plunk this here and pick up another edge from some other place, but I'm kind of okay, I can do that. Except that I've kind of derailed myself because I've got a hex edge and a hex edge, in both of them are in the wrong. They're opposite, so I don't have a full intact edge here. So let's see. So I can get a full intact edge. Oh boy. Okay, I can see basically, okay, I want to get this edge, but now I'd have to turn that, and okay, I sort of see how this is all going here. I definitely see how this is all going. Whoop, 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 I've done it again here. Okay, I've gotten some, I pushed a little too hard there, and I got something a little discombobulated. Oh boy. What did I do just now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay. It's fine. I guess I just tried to push a little too hard. All right. I'm learning. I'm learning here. Wow. Okay. I'm also... Yeah. Okay, at this point I think I'll just call that somewhat scrambled. I can sort of see the ideas that I need to do, but I really have to sit down and really understand what moves and kind of how, you know, how best to approach this solve. I think I've gotten it in a bit of a funky state here. What I'll probably do is just get all of the pieces. Actually, you know what? I can do this. I don't really need to wait. I can do this. Yeah, so like this, I've gotten... Can't turn that, which means that I have to turn that. Okay, so yeah, so I think I do understand how it's going, and I just have to kind of develop a better, maybe better mental model of how this can be controlled. So the reason I can't turn this is because of something over here. Or over here. Whoa, okay, I just did it again. I just tried to turn a face. There's no problem though. Okay, so I've gotten myself kind of a little jammed up there, but that's the thing about puzzles such as the Tutminx and some of the other puzzles that have illegal moves. That's part of the challenge, and I think this C1 variant does a fairly good job of keeping you from forcing through illegal moves. It starts to tighten up, and you know, I just have to learn to be a bit more mindful as I'm doing these turns. Right, I'm used to pushing through stickiness in puzzles, and this one will really take a gentle touch. I could just, the reason I want to stop this now is I could just go on with this for hours, and that certainly it'll just be me messing around with my new puzzle. So I'm just going to stop it there and show you my two puzzles all scrambled up. Well, that one will need a bit more work. But I'm really happy with this. I'm really glad I got them. They look great, and it's going to be a fun little solve. Certainly for the Megaminx. I'm actually going to have a lot of fun just trying to scramble this beast over here with the C1 variant. So that's it for my update on the VeryPuzzle Megaminx Ball and the Ball C1 variant. And as always, I appreciate your comments, your questions, your suggestions. So leave me some feedback in the comments and tell me what you think. And until next time, thanks for watching.